In this podcast episode, Cardi B opens up about her life's journey, the struggles with her mental health, the pressures of fame, her personal relationships, and her unwavering determination to succeed against all odds. Cardi B reflects on her childhood as a formative foundation for who she is today. Though often seen as outgoing and bold, she describes herself as a deeply introspective child who spent much time alone, reflecting and envisioning her future. Unlike typical youthful socialness, she was often solitary, not because she felt lonely, but because she needed space to plan out her path, her little universe. This early habit of envisioning her future helped her cultivate ambition and persistence. She recalls her grandmother's unwavering belief that she was destined to be a superstar, a message echoed by her teachers and friends, fueling her drive even when she wasn't the most polished singer or actress at school. Despite initial self-doubt about her talents, Cardi persisted, channeling her energy into perfecting her craft wherever she could. Cardi paints a vivid picture of the tough environment she grew up in, describing the Bronx as a place that accelerated maturity and presented unique challenges, especially for young girls and boys. She reveals the harsh realities of her upbringing: aggressive peer interactions, exposure to poverty, and the difficulty of escaping systemic hardships. Her mother worked tirelessly, sometimes resorting to social assistance, but faced indignities that Cardi vividly remembers and never wants her children to endure. This history forged her intense work ethic and desire to break generational cycles of hardship. Despite the adversity, she also acknowledges the fun and community of her neighborhood, but remains committed to providing a safer, more stable life for her children. A significant portion of the conversation centers around the toll that fame, career pressures, and personal life challenges took on Cardi's mental health. She shares an intimate revelation about experiencing the deepest depression of her life following the end of her marriage. Feeling the love fade from both sides left her isolated and heartbroken, even when surrounded by material success and physical comfort. The pain was compounded by the relentless scrutiny and harsh judgments from the public, critics, and even peers in the entertainment industry. Cardi elaborates on the difficulty of balancing being a mother with demanding career expectations and how postpartum struggles and depression halted her music production for a while. Despite attempts to seek therapy, she found that time and self-reflection were what eventually helped her heal, a slow process where her heart had to truly be ready to move on. During her journey, she also struggled with the negative online feedback on her work, describing how criticism, especially when so personal, can feel like a direct attack not only on her music, but on her identity. Cardi B dismantles common misconceptions about success, particularly the myth that fame and wealth eliminate life's difficulties. She emphasizes the grind behind her achievements, from hosting parties and self-funding concerts to fight for respect as a serious artist rather than just a personality from reality TV. Her journey was marked by constant planning, strategic thinking, and a refusal to settle for anything but her dreams, despite industry pushback and doubters. Cardi insists that her success was earned and that every step was meticulously foreseen since childhood. She also addresses the emotional cost of her work, revealing the sacrifices made with family, birthdays missed, and relationships strained. For her, staying relevant and mentally healthy in the spotlight is a daily challenge. The devil she refers to is not only external haters, but the internal battles she fights when self-doubt creeps in, underscoring the vulnerability beneath her confident public persona. An interesting revelation Cardi shares is about her dual personality, an outspoken, bold exterior contrasted with a quieter, reflective inner world. Despite her reputation for candidness and sharp humor, she explains that she often self-filters to a degree and has softened with age, motherhood, and wisdom gained over time. Her humor is described as rough and influenced by her Bronx upbringing, where sharp wit was necessary for survival and connection. Despite misunderstandings and public misjudgments about her character, Cardi insists she is compassionate, deeply empathetic, and far from the mean image some paint of her. Cardi's love for her children shines through every word, revealing a mother who is both firm and affectionate. She candidly shares her parenting style, rough language included, but insists that her children adore her because of her authenticity and humor. She is adamant about instilling a strong work ethic and independence in her children, not wanting them to grow up reliant or complacent despite the comforts she can provide. Her goal is to prepare them to be self-sufficient and proud of their achievements, emphasizing discipline and education. She expresses a desire for her kids to surpass her, to be better and stronger, and enjoys nurturing their unique personalities while remaining a grounding source of love and support. When discussing love, Cardi views it less as a perfect ideal and more as consistent effort and understanding. She values partners who study her, that is, those who pay attention to the little details about her beyond the obvious gestures. Love for her also includes humor and emotional support, someone who can make her laugh amid hardship and be present during moments of vulnerability. She acknowledges the complexity of relationships, especially when dealing with heartbreak and change, and emphasizes accountability and forgiveness while noting the pain of being taken advantage of emotionally. Throughout the conversation, Cardi speaks openly about her deep and personal relationship with God. Her spirituality is casual yet profound. She talks to God like a close friend, complete with raw honesty and even curses, reflecting her authentic self. This connection grounds her and offers her hope and strength through her most difficult times. She also believes in angels and the protective spiritual presence around her, which aligns with the inner universe she often references. Faith emerges as a source of resilience amid chaos, something that helps her keep moving forward despite obstacles and disappointments. Cardi shares her complicated relationship with public criticism. While she thrives on delivering her best, the scrutiny and harsh judgment, especially on social media, sometimes wear her down. The critiques extend not only to her music, but also to her accent, appearance, and persona. She describes how labels and the industry initially overlooked her or tried to pigeonhole her, pushing back against her dreams. Still, she fought hard to command respect and prove her authenticity, even investing earnings into promoting herself independently. While she filters herself more than people realize, Cardi insists on staying true to who she is because that's what makes her relatable and resonant. She also stands as a voice for others who share her struggles in the spotlight, but might not express it as openly. The title of her latest album reflects her awareness of the drama that seems to follow her life regardless of her intentions. Cardi wonders whether she is the drama or simply caught up in an inevitable storm, revealing a self-reflective side that questions her role in the public conflicts and controversies. The album name captures this pulse of uncertainty and strength to confront and embrace her reality. She acknowledges that drama can be both a blessing and a curse, part of what keeps her visible, but also what fuels stress. Despite all that, she embraces the energy and the story she brings to the world through her music.